Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna take a look at what can we expect in the United States in 2024. As usual, this is a general reading, but it's gonna be interesting to see what are the messages in regards to the United States of America. First, we're gonna start with an animal spirit spirit card. And we have two cards that came out. One of them is the Armadillo Spirit, which is all about setting healthy boundaries, and the second is the Turtle Spirit, which is all about slow and steady wins the race. So the Armadillo is kind of all about that the US needs to kind of look into their intention. They have to look into, like, whatever they wanted to achieve in the past, is it still whatever they want? And it's time for them to kind of, it's time for the country to be honest with themselves about whatever they really want, right? That's kind of what the Armadillo is telling us. And the United States needs to be clear on what they are agreeing to do, and they need to focus on declaring as well whatever their needs are. So they need to kind of focus on the signals, whatever are out there, and making decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of whatever they're trying to achieve. And the turtle spirit is very clear. It is all about slow and steady wins the race. Definitely a message that the US shouldn't rush with anything. They need to focus on taking one step at a time in any of their endeavors, whatever they're trying to achieve, because rushing into something will not be beneficial. But let's see what can we expect in January. January, our main energy is described by the Five of Swords, and it is clarified by the Star. So let's talk about the Five of Swords. This is the card of conflict. This is the card of battles. This is the card where everybody is in it to win it, and there's a lack of collaboration, and there's lack of communication. So this month there's gonna be something hostile happening. Not sure if it's related to a war, whatever the United States is involved with, but this is the month where there's gonna be some kind of a hostility, where everybody is trying to win something. It can be internal, it can be international. Definitely a card that's telling us that better communication will be needed in order to achieve a win-win situation, because this is kind of like the energy when people are walking away from something, and even the winner is not a true winner. So, but the good thing that it is clarified by the Star. The Star is the card of hope, wish fulfillment, and healing as well. So it can be it is very potential that this hostility is something that the country might be healing from, and starting something the year hopeful. These are kind of very different energies, very on the other scale, because one of them is hope, the other is hostility, war, but there's something that's happening, something great is happening with this hostile energy. Probably there's some hope that things are turning around for the best. Now, but let me know what you think. What can be this hostile energy, what the Five of Swords is describing? February, we have the main energy of the Sun, which is amazing. This is the most beautiful, most positive card in the whole deck. So something positive is happening with the United States. This is also a card when things are coming to light, like the sun is shining light to something that was hidden. And the clarifying energy is the Justice. Right, the Justice is the card of truth, being fair, being just, and it can be also related to some kind of a court decision, some kind of a legal process that's very important for the country. And this is kind of like where probably there's a decision that's made, and this is kind of like where everybody is getting whatever they deserve, and it really depends on how they were behaving, because if they were good, if they were fair, they're gonna get something positive outcome, but if they were kind of negative, they're gonna get whatever they deserve from that perspective. So with the sun and the justice, I think some kind of a truth will come to light, and which gonna be very important for the country. Which gonna be very important and very positive as well, because the sun is here to help us to move forward if we were stuck in a situation. Let me know, what do you think? What kind of truth will come to light, or what kind of legal process can be that's very impactful for the country? Now, March, our main energy is the Page of Swords, and it is clarified by the Ace of Cups. Let's talk about the Page of Swords. Now, this is the card of delays. This is the card of being curious, and this is the card of spying as well. So March, there might be some kind of a spying thing that will come to light. Maybe it is connected to whatever is in February. But it is kind of clarified with the Ace of Cups, which is some kind of a new beginning. It's healing as well, self-love, a new chapter for the country. So I think some kind of a truth will come out in February. It might be connected, some kind of a spying activity, or it can be that there's some kind of a delays in a new beginning. But whatever this will, this will help the whole country to heal and to move on and start a new chapter. Now let's see, what do you think, what is this might be related to? But let's see what is April is going to be all about. So April, our main energy is the Queen of Cups, and it is all as clarified by the Page of Cups. So there's lots of emotions gonna be happening in April, because the Queen of Cups is somebody who is a healer, somebody who is governing from her heart and her feelings, and the feelings of other people are very important for her. And again, it can be a healer, it can be somebody who's very diplomatic, because all of these cup court cards are people that are great communicators, and they have good communication skills. They're very diplomatic. But the Page of Cups as well, it can be a messenger. It can be like very dreamy energy. Both all of these cups can be very dreamy, when the country might be healing from something, some kind of a news comes up that helps the country to heal and move forward. It can be as well like the country might be thinking about new dreams in terms of whatever they are trying to achieve. Now let's see what May is gonna be all about. May, our main energy is the Six of Swords, and it is clarified by the Empress. So let's talk about the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is leaving a difficult time behind and coming to calmer shores. So I think the country is going to be able to leave a difficult time behind and start moving into the right direction. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, and this is kind of like connected to the Empress energy. The Empress is all about nurturing, healing, and a new abundant beginning that helps the country to prosper on the long run. It might be as well like connected to worldly matters, international matters, because you have the whole world on this card. So there might be that things are kind of moving to a calmer direction this month. That might not only impact the United States on its own, but it can be impacting the whole world. Definitely in the direction of abundance and prosperity. It might be that the economy is getting better because the Empress is bringing long-term stability and abundance. Now let's see what June is going to be all about. June, beautiful energy of the Ten of Cups, and it is clarified by the Strength. So Ten of Cups, it is the happiness, the harmony after a difficult time, when the sun is shining and the rainbows are coming up. So this is definitely showing that after a stormy time for the United States, something great is coming when the balance, the happiness is restored and people are finding happiness in their life. So definitely gonna be a happy time in June, and it is also clarified by the Strength, which is kind of showing that I think the United States are gonna be very strong at this period of time. They will show what they can do, and maybe they're gonna do something that will surprise the whole world, because this is the card of being self-confident and doing things that are very surprising, something that's very brave. Now, July, we have here the beautiful energy of the Star, and it is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So, what we have here is with the Star is the card of healing, hope, wish fulfillment. When after some very difficult time, something is becoming better again. This is the card when the hope is returning for people. People are healing. People are recovering from something that was shocking for them. So definitely the energy when the universe is bringing something good, some kind of a wish fulfillment for the country. Great time, and it is really explained by the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings some kind of a gesture. It can be that maybe a peace gesture. It is some kind of a treaty. I'm kind of getting a treaty here because this is kind of like a gesture that's coming from the bottom of our heart. So great energy from a diplomatic perspective, because the Knight of Cups has the great diplomatic skills. But there's some kind of a message, some kind of a news, some kind of a contract or a treaty that's gonna bring a lot of peace for the country in July, sorry. And let's see what August gonna be all about. August, we have here the Judgment, and it is clarified by the Six of Cups. So the Judgment is kind of like the true calling. Maybe the US gonna be called for something. Maybe it's gonna recognize something that's in terms of like what is the direction that the country wants to go to. It might be that they're gonna be called for something, to be participate in something. But the Judgment can be a big decision as well, like because this is a card of decision, karma, when whatever when we did something and we're gonna see the impact of it, we're gonna be judged for it. Maybe the United States is gonna be judging the situation, whatever they're gonna be in, very harshly. Maybe they're gonna be judged very harshly, because it is clarified by the Six of Cups, which is all about a very kind, generous energy. Sixes are all about balance, but this is somehow connected to the past. So maybe something from the past gonna come back, or something is gonna from the past gonna surface again. That's gonna be related to some kind of a decision or some kind of a judgment, right? Something might come to light that's kind of related to the past. There's definitely some connection to the past. Let me know what you think, what it might be in the comment. And let's see what September is going to be all about. September, our main energy is the Five of Wands, which is the card of conflict and competition, and it is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So for me, whenever I kind of look at the Five of Wands, there's some kind of a conflict that's gonna surface, and generally the source of the conflict in case of the Five of Wands, the fact that people are coming from various diverse background. So maybe there might be some conflict related to diversity. It can be racial issues, it can be international issues as well, where people from various background are trying to get their own way. Now, this is not necessarily a hardcore conflict. This is one of those when people are kind of preparing themselves for a bigger conflict, but it can be also some kind of a competition inside the country, or international competition that is impacting the United States in September. Now, this is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, the challenge with the Knight of Swords, that somebody who it is a person who is very driven and focusing on getting things done, and ready to go into battle. It might be that and sometimes the Knight of Swords is going against all the odds, and goes against the wind. So I'm kind of getting something that maybe the country is going to be preparing for some kind of a battle, because again, you kind of have this practicing for a battle and then running into a battle. Now, this battle can be anything. This can be war situation, this can be arguments, international arguments, it can be like racial challenges that the country might be going through in September. But let's see what October is going to be all about. So October is going to be all about victory, because it is represented by the Six of Wands. So whatever battle or whatever challenges I think the country is going to have in September is going to be resolved by October, because the country is going to come out of this victoriously, whatever this situation is. And it's clarified by the moon. The moon can be uncertainty, it can be as well like some secrets, fears, anxiety. But I think when you need to kind of follow your intuition, but the main thing is the victory that's going to come out in October. Now let's see what November is going to be all about, which we all know that November is going to be election in the US. So our main energy is the Seven of Swords, and it is clarified by the Wheel. So let's talk about the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords has double meanings. First of all, this is the card of lying, cheating, stealing. But it is also a card of new approaches, new strategies. So there are kind of two things that the way we can analyze this. This can be that maybe there's going to be some cheating or lying that is coming to life, that is connected to probably the election, because that's the biggest theme for the month. It might be that they have to approach a different kind of strategy for the election because of some kind of cheating activity. But it is kind of connected to the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of change, when the wheels are turning and turning for the better. So this is kind of like when I think there's going to be a shift in power in November, because this is the card of this is the month of election, and this is kind of this, the 10 is end of a cycle, beginning of a new, and the wheel is all about change. So I think there's going to be a change in terms of government in the United States in November. But let's see how the year's going to end. But before that, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my other videos that are kind of related to the various signs. It might be able to help you as well. And let's see what's the how the year's gonna end. It is finishing with the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Wands as a clarification. So 9 of Cups is all about joy, happiness, and wish fulfillment. So I think the country is gonna be very happy, very joyful. They're gonna celebrate something, and they're gonna celebrate some kind of a victory, because again you have here the 6 of Wands as a returning card. So there's gonna be, the country is gonna be in the center of attention. There's gonna be something to celebrate, some kind of a success, some kind of a victory that everybody's been wishing for. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of things happening. What I kind of, before closing it, I want to kind of call attention to a couple of synchronicities which are very important here. First of all, we have the star twice, right? The star is all about healing, hope, recovery, wish fulfillment. Then we have the 9 of Cups as well, which is very similar to the star from a wish fulfillment perspective. You do have the Justice and the Judgment. So there's some kind of a big decision or truth coming out that's going to be very important for the country. And you have the 6 of Wands twice, which is the card of victory, celebration, and being in the center of attention. So I hope that this reading helped you, and it kind of gives you a little bit oversight into what might happen in the United States in next year. Let me know what you think. What are these changes? Are you excited about the year that's coming up? Put it in a comment, and I hope that I will be able to see you in my other videos as well.